everybody? You made it through another week. That's what we do around here. We are the week warriors. We are the weekend partiers. This is your 10-minute sports report for Friday, June 9th, 2023. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all of your sports enthusiasts or none of your sports enthusiasts or people who are trying to get involved in sports enthusiasm. I don't know if that's a thing, but I made it a thing just now. I'm your host, Captain Boring. Go follow us on Instagram at 4th and 1 Podcast. An all-new episode of the 4th and 1 Podcast did just drop on YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Go check out 4th and 1 Podcast. It's more true and false questions, this time with my co-host, Captain Boring. So go check that out. But today, you're here for the 10-minute sports report, and that is what you shall get. Well, Matthew Tkachuk said it was a must-win because it ain't a series until the Florida Panthers won one, and he helped them win one at home. Brandon Montour got the party started in the first period. Mark Stone answered for the Vegas Golden Knights. Jonathan Marchessault, he then answered in the second period to go up 2-1, and it looked like it was all wrapped up. And then Matthew Tkachuk in the third period saves the day. He nets a goal to tie it at 2, and then the overtime kings themselves, the Florida Panthers, who are 7-0 in overtime this postseason, get a goal from Carter Verhaeghe. Yes, I pronounced all those names correctly. I am very proud of myself. I will pat myself on the back. Either way, the Florida Panthers still trail the Vegas Golden Knights by a score of 2-1. However, they did win the game 3-0. Game 4 will take place Saturday night, TNT. For all the excitement, go check it out there. The rich get richer. The Denver Nuggets, who are in the NBA Finals, who have Game 4 tonight, 8:30 ABC, are involved in a trade. The Denver Nuggets are acquiring a 2024 first-round pick and a 2024 second-round pick and a 2023 second-round pick in a deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder for a protected 2029 first-round pick. As the Nuggets try to maximize this championship window, they'll get the least favorable of Oklahoma City's first-round pick in the 2024 draft and the 37th pick in the 2022 NBA draft, sources tell ESPN. So Nuggets have realized that Jamal Murray is at the top of his game right now. Nikola Jokic is also at the top of his game right now. You want to not sell out down the road or sell out 6 years from now, because who knows what that'll look like. Your window is open now. You got to win now. So, like I said, they have Game 4. They can take a commanding 3-1 series lead tonight if they get it done. It's going to be hard to do in Miami against a pissed-off Jimmy Butler, but that's what they will try to do. From the hardwood to the hard turf, All-Pro receiver DeAndre Hopkins is set to visit the Patriots next week. He visited in Nashville with the Titans earlier this week. He made it clear that he wants to play for one of the best 5 quarterbacks in the league. Well, none of them are in Nashville and none of them are in New England, so maybe he just has to take what he can get at this point. In other news from the hard turf, Vikings All-Pro running back Dalvin Cook part ways, ending a 6-year tenure in Minnesota. Minnesota had made one more effort in order to trade Cook, sources tell ESPN's Adam Schefter, before being released. Cook, who turns 38, again, the magic number for running backs is the ripe old age of 30 years old, RIP me, next year, was set to make $14.1 million and was due to earn 11 if he spent the season with the Vikings. So, or he was going to be $14.1 million against the cap space. He can sign with any team as of 401 p.m. this Friday. So at the time of this recording, he has 30 more seconds, and then he can sign with whoever. The Vikings will owe Dalvin Cook $2 million, but releasing him after June 1st, they will save $9 million on cap space while taking a $5.1 million cap hit in dead money, which means that the NFL just didn't want teams releasing players they didn't want, so there has to be some penalty of some sort if you release them before their contract is up. He has had many, or he is expected to have many suitors. He did tear his ACL back in 2017, and he's been on and off since injury. However, he's been steady from scrimmage. Dalvin Cook has averaged over 110 scrimmage yards per game over the last 4 seasons, second only to King Derrick Henry himself. A check on the most poorest teams in baseball. That wasn't English, but I said it anyway. The Pirates had the day off, so they are still 1 game behind the Milwaukee Brewers and on a current 2-game losing streak. The Baltimore Orioles got the Brewers last night by a final score of 6-3 and are on a 1-game losing streak and 6.5 games back of first place and still in first in the wild card. And finally, the best team in baseball just keeps on besting the best team in baseball. They sweep the Minnesota Twins, the Tampa Bay Rays, that is. Their win streak is now 6 games. They are now 46-19 on the year, and this is just improbable. This is just excellent. This is just awesome all-around baseball. The Tampa Bay Rays, who have the 4th lowest team salary in all of baseball, who are play in a stadium where the fans don't even turn out. A few years ago before COVID, they were supposed to be shipped and play half the season in Tampa and half the season in Montreal, and then COVID kind of screwed that whole thing up. So they basically play in front of like 1,000 fans every game, but yet they're the best team in baseball. When you block out the haters don't affect you at all. And that'll do it for this rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day and have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to wash your hands, you filthy animals. Enjoy the weekend to its fullest, but not too hard because we all still do have work Monday morning. God bless you all, and peace out.